All right, everybody, it's good to see you this morning. Welcome to volume day number 26. We are working on our arms today. We're just going to go with some mid volume, which is really going to end up being, I guess, a little bit of higher volume because we are going to be hitting up 20 reps. I have a band that I'm going to be using at a mid anchor point here. So we're going to do some chest fly with it and some lateral pulls. And then I also have just a set of 5-pound dumbbells. We're going to be doing some body weight stuff from the ground. So you might want to have another kind of mid set on the ready if you don't do planking much or anything like that. So go ahead and just come down onto your mat, spread your fingertips nice and wide, pull your elbows to point back at your knees. We've been hitting quite a lot of high intensity and heart rate days. So today we're just sticking with the strength, and it'll be nice to kind of take a step back, give our body a little bit of work, but also not have to drive our intensity level quite so high. So we're just going to stretch out those forearms for now, get the wrists warm up and ready to go. So like I said, everything's going to be about 20 reps. We are going to finish out the round with two exercises of 5-rep moves. Just kind of change it up. All right, go ahead and just point your hands, turn your hands so the palms face up. Wiggle your fingertips, stretch into those palms, whatever feels good. And then let's go into our cat-cow. Nice big spread up in fingertips. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale and round. This is always a great opportunity to kind of feel what's going on in your back and in the core, in the shoulders. See where you might be holding some tightness and tension. And then give a little bit more attention to those tight areas. Wake up the breath. Gear it up there. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and push into our downward facing dog. Bring your hands forward, slide those hips up and back. Push your chest back. If you need to start off today with your knees bent to give space to your hamstrings, mine are pretty tight after yesterday's workout, then feel free to give your knees a little bend and then slowly drop. Or you can pedal, but try your best to get your hips really high in the air and push the chest back toward the thighs. Kind of been noticing recently that I think we're missing that. That's really the biggest part and the most important piece of a downward facing dog is really getting the chest back. All right, so a lot of times I think we end up here in basically a really bad plank position. So instead, really drive your chest back. All right, let's go ahead and pedal out those feet. We want to stretch each hamstring. Find your core, lock it in. Slide your shoulder blades down. All right, and then walk your hands back to your feet. And we're going to come all the way up. Bring those arms overhead. Pull one side and then the other. Kind of go at your own pace with your breath back and forth. So we're going to be starting off with push-ups. 20 push-ups. You can hit it up from your knees if you would like. However, I do really like to challenge everyone to stay on their toes and just barely move your elbows. So it's difficult to get off the knees if that's where your body's used to being. So try to stay on your toes. This is also how we're going to develop a lot of core. So basically your push-up is a moving plank. All right, we're going to bend back over those toes and walk forward. We're going to find our push-up position, and then we're going to get going. Hopefully we can get through 3 rounds today of everything, so let's hit it up. Grab deep through the core. Find that flexion. The chest should drop right between your thumbs. Use your chest to push up. So take your brain to the muscles that you want to be using. Remember, your range is up to you, but keep that core strong so the booty doesn't dip, nor does it poke up. 18, 19, 20. All right, good start. Okay, grab those light dumbbells that you have. We're going to be reversing our move. So instead of pushing, we'll be pulling. Hinge forward. Make sure your back is really flat and your palms face forward. Stick those hips out to help develop a grab in the upper back. So if you can kind of stick your butt back, it allows your back to lengthen and flatten, and then you can really get into that upper back. Grab just a teeny little pause at the top and make sure that you're in charge of your drop. So you should feel this all along your upper back, but then also you are self-flexing your core and your thighs. Five to go. Stay nice and solid on those feet, straight ahead. 4, knees line with toes. 3, keep that hinge nice and deep. 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, we're going to be moving into our band now. If you do not have a band, I'm going to have you stay on the ground, on your back, and you're going to do a chest fly from the floor. All right. A band is nice if you don't have one. They're pretty cheap, and it gives a really nice resistance on the return. Really forces that return flexion. So if you're with a band, take a nice split stance, and then bring the arms around right in front of your chest. We're going to 20, 4, 5. Always checking in with your pelvis. Try to make it neutral. 7. Again, feel that chest. 8. Stay relaxed between your ears and shoulders. Keep the belly button drawn back, tucking in. 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice job. Okay, if you don't have a band, we have our second band move. We're going to do a lat pull. You're going to come up off the ground, and you're going to pull the same exact motion with weights. So you'll hinge forward, belly locked. You're going to pull so the arms come all the way back. You want to get your band pretty far forward. So your arms come pretty far forward, but you're still in flexion. The band is still flexed, has tension on it, no slack. 7. You have that same hinge that we had for our T-raise. Lock around the core. 12. Pretend that you're holding a plank here. Would you grab your core any deeper if you had that mindset? You stay packed in the back, even as the arms come forward. Last 2. Strong, straight arms, and you're there. Okay, let's see. Next up, we are going to do a little plange push. This is a really great move. Nothing too intense to just keep mobility and range of motion in your shoulder blades, in the scapula. Okay, so you can stay on your hands and knees if you would like, or come into a full plank, a high plank. And the goal is to let your shoulder blades wrap together, so squeeze in, and then plange, you're pushing out. So it's almost like a cat-cow, just with your upper back. 2, we're going all the way to 20. 3, don't worry if you don't feel a lot of movement yet. You'll get there. These used to be super awkward for me. 7, a lot of us have really tight, restricted scapula. They don't like to rotate much. So we have to build that awareness of rotation and mobility. Not a lot of movement. It's not about going deep. 17, 18, 19, and 20. And like I said, if you're having trouble feeling that rotation, maybe the next round, you can stay on your hands and knees and just push from there. Okay, we're into our 5s. So we're going to do a little rainbow walk. So it's going to be a walking plank. All right, we'll start in the middle, and we're just going to go side to side. We're going to try to get all the way to one far back corner and then the other. And each direction is only one. All right, here we go. Walk. So little plank grab, little core grab. Just tap your hands next to one another. We want to activate the core, tuck the tailbone, and then feel that chest, shoulders, and back control. There's 2. Big, wide spread open fingertips. Try not to wobble too much in your hips. One more, back and forth. If you need to just hold your plank, that's totally fine. 5. Let's go back to the middle. Time. Well done. All right. Our last one for the round. We're going to do a little locust lift. Only 5 of these as well. Slide those shoulders down. See if you can grab your hands and clasp behind your back. Roll the shoulder blades back. Tuck your chin. So basically, we're kind of doing a Superman. But all we're going to do is keep the legs still. Grab through the quads, knees are off the ground. You're just going to lift your hands up off your glutes and then lower. Really slow, really focused. Lift and hold, and then lower. There's 2. Squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your hands off your glutes. 3. Build into that upper back. 4. Lots of core flexion. And 5. Perfect. Okay. Let's set back. Take a quick little child's pose. And then we have our second set. So we're going to start off with our push-ups. 20 reps. Stay locked and solid through the core. Remember, your range is up to you. If push-ups are fairly easy for you, then try to get that chest all the way to the ground. Keep tucking that tailbone. Push with your chest. 20. Whee! All right. Coming on up. We'll have that T-raise. Belly locked. Back is flat. Get that reverse pull. We just got our push. Now we're going to get that pull. See how much you can get those shoulder heads rolled back and sliding down. Check in with your core. See if you can get that pencil pinch, rolling those shoulder blades together, right? So from that plange push, what we did from the floor a minute ago, getting those shoulder blades to rotate in and out, that's what we're doing again here. So we're not rounding, but we're getting that squeeze together. 19, 20. Okay. We're going to have that band fly. If you remember which leg you had for last time, switch it up this time. Get the pelvis nice and squared off. Lean in just a little. But the back is still really long, tall, and flat. 6. There's 15. Stay relaxed in your neck. Bring it up right in front of your chest. 20. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're getting into the lats, whether with your weights or with the band. Take time here. We're not rushing and bouncing. Feel how different the pull is to the release. So your contraction and then that extension, your eccentric release. Make sure the back doesn't start to round. 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right. Now we have that plange push. Whether from your hands and knees. I'll go ahead and do hands and knees with you this time. Work on it together. Big hands, squeeze, and push. So you're still active through that core. You're actively pulling the back and then actively flexing the chest. This is how we get those shoulder blades to rove around. Feel like you're suction cupping your armpits. You can add a little sound effects. Why not? 4, 3. Where's that core? I hope you didn't forget about it. 2 and 1. Feels really good on those traps. Also the scapula underneath. Okay, we're rainbow walking. And then we're locust lifting. Rainbows and locusts. Sounds fun. All right, lock that core. Find your support of the back here, right? As funky as that may sound or seem, we are bracing with the back, kind of like we just trained from that plange push. Three, I think. Hang in there. Figure out how to keep that core flexed. Tuck your tailbone. Don't get sloppy. 5 and to the middle. Okay. Lie on your belly. Tuck your chin. Grab your hands. See if you can switch which thumb is on top. So you interlace your hands a little different. 1. Relax. Lift, inhale, hold. 2. 3. Make sure the core stays locked. 4. And 5. Whew. Nice little squeeze back in. All right. Beautiful job. Our last round. I'm very happy we're going to make it 3 rounds in. Okay, push-ups at 20. Lock in. Find your core. Here we go. Try to keep it same range. 20. I have the tendency to kind of start high and then get lower. All right. Definitely felt my core. Definitely felt my chest. Little shoulder in there. All good. T-raise. Here we go. 2. In control. 6. Feel the back. Make sure it's the back doing the work. 10. 12. 13. Check in with that core. 15. Get the back. Back is stronger. Try not to use momentum. It's where I'm at. I'm trying not to yank on the body to get that lift in the arms, but just use strength from the back, support from the core. All right. Back into the chest, on the floor with your flies. Whew. Or join me on the band. Double check all your flexions. If you remember from our isometric day, how to flex, hold support. So you should be doing that in the legs, the core, the back, biceps. 18, 19, 20. Whew. Nice job. All right, bring on those lats. Again, find that solid foundation. Nice thing with the band is you can just adjust your body forward or back. Add that little extra tension or take it away if you need. Make sure you have a long spine. You're not losing your low back. How much flexion can you maintain as the arms go back forward? Keep that space between ears and shoulders. 19, 20. Nice. All right. Whew. All right, plange push from your hands and knees or from your toes in that plank position. Here we go. Squeeze and round. Just as much rotation as you can. If you're on your toes, you're not going to get much range if you're not in a solid plank. So keep shoulders up over those wrists. Make sure you don't start moving the head to generate what you think is the movement. 18, 19, 20. Whew. All right. I get those shoulders too. Whew. Okay, here we go. Let's hit up that rainbow plank. All right, set up your plank position. Here we go. Find your core. Get those hands nice and wide. Make sure that you're pushing evenly between your thumb and first finger, so you're not putting all the work on the pinky side of the wrist. 3. Tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone. Watch those hips. Mine are getting tilted. This is it. Last one. 5, and then to the middle. Good. Whew. Quads, core, chest, shoulders. Wowza. All right. This time, we're going to take that full lift and hold, okay? So, you're going to lift your toes and your quads if you can as well. First off, grab those hands, tuck your chin, grab your core, and then lift. Push your knuckles back towards your heels. Lock and load the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, release. Set your hands on the ground. Oh, can't lay that way. And then shake out your hips. So just let your hips roll and rock side to side. Whew, nice job. All right, make sure you have space. I'm going to start off with a little shoulder stretch and chest stretch. So lay on your belly like you are. Right arm straight up in front with your palm on the ground. And then just kind of roll onto your back. Not all the way onto the back, just kind of on that side. And then back in. One more. Roll. And back in. And then lay it out to the side like our scorpion. Roll. And back in. Roll. And back in. Okay, we're going to take one more. We'll do our full scorpion. So take your left leg, bend it, and then rotate it around. Put your foot on the ground. And get that full stretch through the chest. Always good if you can still build some sweat when you're only using 5-pound dumbbells, a band, and your body weight. Whee! Good sign. All right, roll back in. Oh. And then we're going to do the other side. So start with that left arm straight up. We're just doing a little mini roll. Little roll. And then back. Kind of gets under that armpit through that serratus anterior muscle, which you should have gotten into today. All right, and then put it out to the side. Couple rolls first, and then we're going to do that full scorpion. 1, 2. Okay, and then bend your right leg, lift it, and rotate it over. See if you can get the foot on the ground. Utilize your breath to help relax into the stretch. All right, roll back in. We're going to push into our child's pose. Okay, reach your arms way out in front. Keep your elbows up off the mat. Reach, reach. You're trying to build traction. See if you can get your forehead down. So once you reach your hands all the way forward, get your elbows up so your arms are still active, then slide your shoulder blades down and in. Gives you a better stretch through your back, your chest, shoulders. I usually still have a gentle pull on my core, pelvic floor. Deep inhale, come all the way forward through your hands, your elbows tuck in, flex your glutes, pull the chest back, slide the shoulder blades down, and then just pull the chin back like you're trying to create the best double chin ever. Grab the core, push those hips up and back. Walk hands to feet, feet to hands. Grab your fingers behind the back again, clasp your hand, and then let your arms drop over the back. Nice work, everybody. Good job. I hope that you're experiencing some progress in strength, support, core control, range of motion. I will see you tomorrow for some arms. Have a great day.